Good afternoon, Friendship Manor family. I'm coming to you from my office. It's good to see everyone. It's been a while since we've touched base, but we thought now would be a good time. I hope that you're starting to enjoy summer. We're almost to summer. I know that I'm having a lot more outdoor activities at my house, gardening and all those fun things. I'd like to begin by letting you know that we are in week 14 of the COVID-19 pandemic. And we received great news the last couple of weeks, as many of you know, as we've kept you updated with our daily siren messages. We have tested all of our Silver Cross staff, and I'm thrilled to say that we tested 180 people. 180 staff, and we had no new cases of COVID-19. And that's a real testimony to all of the hard work that all of our staff are doing. And then today, we found out, testing all of our Silver Cross residents last week, that all of our Silver Cross residents are negative for COVID as well. So that's great news. It's exciting news. And because of that news, we've been told from Illinois Department of Public Health and our local health department that we will be removed from the IDPH website as far as facilities that have cases, because we're now deemed a clean facility, and we're grateful for that and thankful. So we'll keep you obviously updated, but that's great news. Because we have the ability to test, this really is a game changer for us. And I'd like to talk about our testing just for a minute. We have 3 pieces of testing in place that are fantastic. Number one, we have a lab that we work with in Colorado in which we can turn around testing in about 24 hours. We have a number of those tests on site and available that we can test residents or staff very quickly if we feel that we have an issue. We also have a number of tests from the state of Illinois, and those tests are also available to test residents and staff. The turnaround time on them is a little bit longer, but nonetheless, we have the capacity to test. And then our third piece of testing is that we work with community health care, and they are a great organization that we partner with, and they help us test as well. So we can test residents and staff at Community Health Center in Rock Island. So when you think about that, and we go back to the beginning of this pandemic, we had very little testing available, and now we have tremendous testing available. And that is a true game changer for us, because now we can see that spark in the pocket, that invisible enemy, much clearer. And so as we move forward, we believe that having the abundance of testing is going to continue to help us be safe and keep all of our staff and residents safe. So we know one thing on everybody's mind is when do we reopen? When can visitors come back and see their loved ones in a way that was pre-pandemic? Here's what I can tell you. For our licensed and certified areas, that would be our skilled nursing and our assisted living memory care. Those reopenings will really be guided by Illinois Department of Public Health and CDC. We truly are at their mercy, and as badly as family members want to come in and visit, we have to remain in the status of lockdown that we have been in since early March. For our independent living and our villa people, this is a little bit different because we are guided more by the state of Illinois as it opens up. And phase 4 of the state of Illinois is going to be opening up over the next couple of weeks. And so our independent living portions of Friendship Manor and our independent living residents and families, it's different. And we will try to be as consistent with the opening of Illinois as we are with our independent living. And let me give you an example. Many of you know that we opened our salon for independent living here a few weeks back. Well, that was consistent with how the state was reopening. So as we are able to follow the state, we will keep all of you updated in independent living. But the good news is for you is that we're governed more by how the state reopens, and in assisted living and skilled nursing Silver Cross, we're truly guided by Illinois Department of Public Health and CDC. So in the meantime, what does all this mean? It means that we will continue to do all the things we've been doing, our screenings, as our staff comes into work every day. We ask questions, we take temperatures. Midday we retemp our staff, we retemp our staff, and we ask questions as well, again, to make sure that our staff is not only well when they arrive, but at their mid-shift they're also well. We'll continue to screen our vendors and the limited visitors that we have. So our screening protocols will continue to remain in effect. So we'll continue with all of our universal precautions in the meantime: hand washing and social distancing, and just really good infection control, wearing your mask. So these are things that will continue in the meantime. So far, these protocols, we would all agree, have worked. And so many of you have told us, thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for all the due diligence that you are doing. We feel safe. And there's a real balance between social and safety. And that's where we're trying to be. Speaking of social, we continue to do lots of creative activities, and I think you would all agree with me. The music outside and the activities that we're doing, the fun things that are happening. These are all things to try to create that social, to create those interactions for all of you, and so we're doing as much as we can as the weather gets so nice now, to have these social interactions with our residents. We also have a reopening committee, and our reopening committee is working very closely with our public officials and our staff here at Friendship Manor as we try to navigate these highways and byways of reopening. We do have a friend in Springfield, Leading Age of Illinois. We are members of Leading Age, and they are a great organization that represents not only not-for-profit communities, but the residents who live in these not-for-profit communities. And so they're helping us as we navigate the reopening of Friendship Manor. Moving forward, I want you to be assured that as we can reopen safely, we will. That's clearly on everybody's minds. I mean, as we began the discussion today, we're in week 14 of this pandemic, and it's starting to fray on everybody, and so we want to be so cognizant of our residents and their families and their needs, and not only our residents and families, but our staff. The stresses and pulls of this has certainly had its effect on many of us. I'm pleased to say that our leadership team is strong. We're united. We meet regularly. We continue to plan and strategize. And I think you would agree that our leadership team committee has done a terrific job as we've navigated these last 14 weeks. We ask for your continued patience. We ask for your continued prayers. We ask for your continued support. The support has been tremendous. You've been so great in all the cards and letters and gifts and the monetary contributions and the gifts in kind and so many wonderful gestures that brings just joy to my heart. So this weekend, many of us fathers are going to have a special day. So I want to wish Happy Father's Day to all of our dads. This Friday we are having a parade at 1:30. It's for our fathers, but we're also celebrating a 100th birthday of Virginia Bone. So we want to wish her a big happy birthday. And as icing on top of the cake, as the old saying goes, we're going to have a vintage car show as part of the parade. We're going to have muscle cars and we're going to have some vintage vehicles, and they're going to be part of our parade. We have 3, I believe, automobile clubs in the area that will be participating. So this is really going to be an exciting day on Friday at 1:30. I will probably be leading the parade like I have the last couple. It's always a lot of fun for me to be the leader as we drive around our campus and we honk horns and we wave, and it's going to be great. We're praying for good weather. And the last couple parades, as you know, we've had, it's been kind of cold. So hopefully it's going to be a nice day like it is today. So with that, I thank you, and I'm again asking for your continued prayers and your continued support. We are going to make it to the other end. I'm confident of that. So God bless you, and God bless Friendship Manor. Thank you.